This is highwithoutcoke and welcome to another pathofexile video. Today I'm going to talk about a certain mechanic that, to my surprise, is extremely bad for generating currency. I did this mechanic to complete the challenge and the only valuable things I saw were Divine Orb and the Fortunate card. The rest of the things were at most 20 chaos and most of them were not even worth 5 chaos. I didn't really spec into the atlas for this mechanic when doing this challenge, so I thought maybe this was the reason why the rewards were so bad. Since Affliction League is just around the corner, I decided to fully spec into the atlas but with low investment to see if it's good on league start. I don't know if you can guess it by now, but this mechanic I'm talking about is Ritual. Before I go into more details, if you like what you are watching, please take a second to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Your support means a lot to me. This was my Atlas skill tree. I basically took all ritual nodes except for a chance to have ritual altars because I used ritual sexton to force the mechanic already. This test was done before the patch notes were out, so you can see that I also spec into Metamorph because I was curious about it. Metamorph gave me more profit than Ritual, but it was still bad. So I'm glad that Metamorph will be gone and be replaced by Ultimatum in Affliction League. I also took Exarch Altars and Growing Hordes. I want this task to be as realistic as possible. Since I'm doing this task for League start, I decided to use Restless Scarabs only. I ran 30 maps with this Atlas strategy. The total cost for 30 maps was around 300 chaos, which was 10 chaos per map. Very realistic for a League start farming strategy. This strategy yielded me around 1.7k chaos, which was a net profit of 1.4k chaos, assuming everything was sold. While this number may not sound too bad, I will show you why Ritual is bad. This is the breakdown of the profit from each mechanic I did. You can see that out of 1.7k of chaos, Ritual only gave me 270 chaos. Metamorph gave me more profit, but nothing crazy. The profit from Taint's Lab was already included in this 400 chaos. So again, I'm glad that Metamorph is gone. Most of my profits came from outside of these mechanics. Now, you may argue that random monsters give a lot of loot, and that it's not surprising that most of my profits came from outside of the main mechanics. But the thing is, when I was doing the mechanic in 30 maps, not once did I see anything that was super valuable. Not any good synthesized bases, not any good fractured bases, and most importantly, not a single divine. At one point I thought I was doing something wrong and had to double check, but no, everything was done correctly. I deferred things I wanted to get and rerolled as many times as I could, but I did not see anything super valuable. The most valuable thing I saw was only an Exalted Orb, and that was at the end where I couldn't grab it. And then I thought maybe it was because I didn't get enough favors, but even if I used Blood-Filled Vessels when doing this mechanic for a challenge and it was easy to hit over 10k favors per map, I still only saw a Divine Orb once. So all I can say is that Ritual is extremely bad. If you are thinking about getting Gemcactus Prism by farming Ritual, don't. Just don't. I didn't see a single Gemcactus Prism when doing this task, so please farm something else. Ritual and Ultimatum are very similar. The loot for both is very RNG as well. Ritual gives you a reward window that offers a variety of rewards, but it's not fun when 95% of the rewards are trash. However, if there's one thing Ritual is better at, it's their survivability. It doesn't have any crazy mods, so it is suitable for weaker builds. As for Ultimatum, it is easier to make a choice. You either take the loot now or you go into another round, making Ultimatum a faster mechanic. I don't know whether Ultimatum is going to be rewarding in Affliction League, but with the way Ritual is, I don't see a reason to farm Ritual, especially when you play a tanky build like Bone Shatter Jug. Ritual as one of the extra contents is very underwhelming. GG really needs to buff the rewards in Ritual. Divine should not be this rare. If you really like ritual and still want to farm it on lake start, yes you can. I mean, nobody is stopping you, but just know that there's a high chance you will be bored as hell, unless you get very lucky and hit something like a mage blood or a mirror. Alright, that's it for today's video. If you enjoy my content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and see you next time.